Big Steve on the track with another banger. They say I'm the GOAT, the advice slinger. It's a lot of temptation, but I know it's danger. Inspiration from the king, he started in the manger. I ain't selling you no game, I ain't trying to play you. I'm just telling you the truth, it's easy like a layup. I remember I was down, now I'm on the way up. People try to bring you down when you want to come up. Oof. Alright. I already know how I started off. Let's get it. Time to get into the video. What's going on, Slanger Gang? It's the advice slanger. What you slanging? Hey, what you slang gonna come back to you. So today is video 2 or part 2 of our People Problems series, right? So a little recap. First video was don't be afraid to be alone. You know, in reality, you're never alone because you got God with you, and I spoke about that in my last video, but you're never alone, okay? You never really are alone, but if you are in that alone season, it could be really made good. You can either make it negative or you can make it positive. It's your choice. Anything can be positive and anything can be negative, right? You know, it just depends on your perspective and the way you look at it. So that was video 1. Today, right? Today we're gonna talk about notoriety or popularity, or, you know what I'm saying, how many people like you and why they like you, okay? So here's what I want to say about notoriety or popularity. Notoriety is not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing to be popular, to have a lot of followers, or to have people that's, you know what I'm saying, that's with you, or that's really rocking with you. There's nothing wrong with that, because I want that for my channel. You know what I'm saying? And nothing to do with the money. You know, really don't have nothing to do with the popularity either, but I would like more people to watch my videos. That would be cool, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool with one person watching, but everybody wants popularity when you subscribe yourself to being a part of a platform where popularity is the goal. You know, such as if you're on Instagram. If you're on Instagram, you want people, you want followers. You know, nobody gets on Instagram to have 3, 4, 5, 6 followers. You know, and that's just their friends. You might as well text them. But, you know, so if you're on Instagram, you want followers. If you're on Twitter, you want followers. TikTok, any of these other social media platforms, you want people to follow you. You know, so that's what everybody wants. Everybody wants, especially when they're starting out. They want people to follow them. They want to get their follower count up so that more people will pay attention to what they got going on. But here's the deal about notoriety. The reason why you're popular matters way more than the fact of you being popular. Now, the first point to this, and this is something that really does create a lot of people problems for people, okay, is you have to understand that whatever you did to acquire the notoriety that you have, you're gonna have to keep doing that to keep up that notoriety. In other words, those, you know, whatever you did to become popular, you're gonna have to keep doing whatever it is to stay popular or relevant or whatever, right? So, well, you may ask, well, Steve, how is that a problem? I mean, I don't see how that's a problem. It doesn't have to be a problem, okay? It becomes a problem when you're doing something that's not you, something that's not tasteful, something that's, you know, trying to scam people or things like that. Those are the type of things, right? Basically negative things, right? Negative things. If you're doing negative things and that's what your popularity is based upon, you're gonna have to continue to do negative things. You know, there's so many people on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, you know, TikTok, doing so many negative things, just ignorant things to get people to watch. You know, nowadays they call it trolling, you know, but at the end of the day, it's just negative things. Now, here's the deal. I'll give you an example. You know, if I was on here playing pranks like I was robbing people, right? People will want to watch that. People will be on here tuning in right here every day. People, every time I post a video, people be tuning in because I'm doing something ignorant. I'm doing something, oh, what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? I'm doing something ignorant. Now, to keep that notoriety up, I would have to keep doing pranks like that. But I would have to keep doing ignorant things to keep up that notoriety. I can't do stuff like that for 3, 4, 5 months and then turn around talking about, all right, now, guys, we're gonna start talking about, you know, being positive and being uplifting and being inspirational, as such I do now. I couldn't switch up. People will stop watching because that's not what they started watching for. So keep that in mind. Don't let that become your people problems, because people love to be around ignorant people. Why? Because they're entertaining.
People love to push people out there. Yeah, go do it. Hyping them up. Why? Because it's entertaining. Everybody wants to be entertained. So keep that in mind, y'all. Whenever you are doing something, you want it to be, you want your notoriety to come from you being, from something positive. Because see, here's the deal. When you're being negative and you're getting your notoriety from being negative, once you stop being negative, once you decide you want to turn your life around and stop being negative, all them people that was following you gonna be gone. There may be a few people that may, be like, oh man, that's good, you turn your life around. But the majority of people gonna be gone because that's not what they were around you for, okay? Versus if you start with something positive and you build your notoriety with something positive, if you start going negative, those people that were there for you, when you were positive, they're gonna be like, man, what's going on? They're gonna be trying to check on you. Why are you turning around? Why are you going back the opposite way? Like, they're not gonna leave you right off rip, because they want you to keep doing the positive things because that's what they're there for. Because of your positive energy and your just everything that you're doing that's good. The second point, and this is a lot of people's, some people have people problems because they have the wrong friends. Here's the deal. If your friends don't inspire you, you need to get some new friends. Now, I'm not saying you have to just cut them off or stop talking to them, no. But if your friends don't inspire you to be a better person, right? If your friends don't inspire you to do better for yourself, if your friends don't inspire you to go harder and press further into what you need to do, then you need to change the people you hang around. That don't mean you have, like I said, that don't mean you have to stop talking to them or I can't talk to you anymore because the advice slinger, said no. No, I'm not saying that. Everybody knows the saying, you know what I'm saying? Show me your friends, I'll show you your future. If you black, I know for sure if you black, you didn't heard your parents say that a time or two. Show me your friends and I'll show you your future. It's the same thing. If you're somebody, you hang around people who are doing things that that y'all ain't supposed to be doing, and you think, oh, I'm not gonna join that, I'm not gonna be part of that, that's them, they doing it, they ain't me. It's gonna be you. It's gonna be you, I promise you, unless you stop hanging around it. But the longer you do, the more that ignorance becomes normalized to you. And you start, your emotion becomes immune to it, and you stop thinking that it's as negative as it actually is. So then what do? You like, well, it's not that bad. Because you've been around it so long. It's not that bad. Might as well do it too. It don't mean you're stupid or dumb or, it don't mean any of that. But that's just the way it works. The people you're around, you feed off of their energy. And eventually, y'all energies will align. Another thing I want to talk about when it comes to, choosing your friends is pray for your friends. If you have friends that they're not doing positive things, that they're not doing whatever it is that they need to be doing, you need to pray for them. And then ask God, say, God, are these really people that are supposed to, that I'm supposed to be around? Because here's the deal. If you ask God to reveal to you who you're supposed to be around, He's going to show you. He's going to show you, right? And some people are just going to fizzle on out. As you stay focused and you continue doing what you need to be doing, as you continue grinding and reaching new heights, those people that's not meant to be at that level with you, they going to fizzle out. They're going to fizzle out, okay? Now that should happen naturally, but the vision can be much more clear if you talk to God about it, because then you can remember, okay, I prayed for this. Because those who are supposed to be around you and those who are supposed to be with you, when you get to the top, they're going to be there regardless. People who not supposed to be there, they not. That's just the way it is. Everything happens for a reason. Everything is in divine purpose. Everything is already written. So pray for your friends, pray for that clarity, and pray for that vision. You know what I'm saying? I definitely want to add that part in there because I want people to know that you can talk to God about this. And He will, this is something that He does care about. He cares about the people you hang around. He cares about that, but you have to include Him in that. He's not going to bogart His way in there and make you, He's not going to make you pray for your friends. He's not going to make you do any of that. It's your choice. So I'm just encouraging you to make that choice. Give Him a try. When you're around people who become complacent very easily with the bare minimum, you're going to start to be like that. So to avoid that, be around people who y'all it's a competition. You say, oh man, I just got a new push my job. They're like, okay, that's cool. Well, I got a fat bonus. Now I got this. Oh, okay, well, I invested my money here. Now I got this. Oh, okay, well, boom. Well, I'm looking at a house up here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to be with somebody who y'all are always in friendly competition with each other. Because if you're always in friendly competition with somebody who's actually, on the same type of drive and passion that you are, You know, y'all are always gonna be tight because there's never gonna be no jealousy, there's never gonna be no envy, there's never gonna be none of that. It's just gonna be straight inspiration. Now, if you choose to be jealous out of that because they got a little bit ahead of you, then that's on you. But in reality, you don't have to be jealous of them. If you on your mission, if both of y'all staying focused, you don't have no time to be jealous. You focus on trying to beat them. You know what I'm saying? In some friendly competition, you're focused on trying to beat them. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that creates a people problem, is when you're around friends who don't have that same type of drive that you have, and you know, if they don't inspire you, if they don't, you know, give you the feeling that I need to do better, I can't let them get past me like that. If they don't give you that feeling, then you need to find some new people to hang around if you're trying to get to that level. Because, you know, just because they're a good friend to you, that does not necessarily mean that there's somebody that's going to help you get to that next level. And if that's the mission you're on, is getting to that next level, you're not trying to be complacent, then you may have to hang around your business-like friends, or the people who have the same mindset as you. You might have to start hanging around them more than the people who are very complacent at, you know, whatever they have currently. So that's the second point right there. The third point is to not worry about what people are talking about. Okay, don't worry about, you know, that people are talking about you. Okay, don't worry about the people that are talking about you, because see, that's another reason why people have people problems, because they're always constantly worried about what people are saying about them or what people think about them. But here's the deal. Here's what I want you guys to understand. People gonna talk about you when you're up, and they're gonna talk about you when you're down. People gonna talk about you when you're doing something, and people gonna talk about you when you're doing nothing. Like, either way, people are gonna talk about you. It's your choice to choose what they're gonna be able to say. Because if you want them to be able to say that you're not doing nothing, that you ain't about nothing, that you won't handle your business and all that, if you want them to be able to say that, that's your choice. But you can also choose for them to be hating on you. You know, or have the reason to hate on you. But either way, people are talking. There's gonna be those that's gonna be quiet, but for the most part, people are gonna be talking. When your name comes up, how do you want people to say, you know, how do you want people to talk about you? Do you want people to say, oh man, you met Steve? Man, how was he? Was he as positive as he always acts like? Yeah, man, he was. Or do you want to be like, oh, y'all know Steve, man, I ain't talking, he ain't about nothing. I ain't worried about him. You know what I'm saying? So either way, people are gonna talk. So don't get that in your head about, oh, people are talking about me, I don't want people to say bad things about me. People are either gonna say good things or they're gonna say bad things. It's your choice what you give them to talk about, okay? So don't let that be a people problem of yours, because people really do get caught up in their mind about what people are gonna say, and then they allow that to prevent them from doing whatever it is that they need to be doing, right? It's your choice as to what they're gonna be able to say about you, okay? So that's the end of the second video. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I love y'all. I really do. I really do love y'all. And I make these videos because I really want to help people to be more comfortable in this, you know, in this thing that we call life. Because some people just don't know the answers. And if I can share my, you know, my knowledge that I've been blessed by God with, then cool. So please like, share, and subscribe. Love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, it's impossible to love anybody else. It's the Advice Slinker. Out.